This water is high. My feet. Oh man. The tide is really high today. So I'm gonna do a Q&A here. If you guys have any questions, talk a little bit about whatever you guys want to talk about. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about the virtual business coaching 6-week course that we have available on the website for getting your home care business up and running, getting clients, getting insured, getting caregivers, keeping caregivers, retention, recruitment, business credit. We talk about business credit. We talk about your license, business license, virtual offices, brick and mortar offices, the ins and outs of those, going from employee to entrepreneur and that mental transition. So like this is all the stuff that we cover in the virtual business coaching. And yeah, if you're interested in starting a home care service, you should be in the virtual business coaching. It's I think we have like 460 students nationwide. So it's a great community already built for you to join. It's a lot of your questions and nuances and things that you're going to run across that you don't even know you're going to run across have already been ran across most of the time and been answered and discussed and covered in the program. So within the program, within the training, it's a private classroom that rolls out weekly for 6 weeks. And then there's a lot of added information through the conference calls that were recorded, and the conversations, the ongoing conversations that's actually happening in the video, in the training. So it's like it's an online course that you'll take, and then you'll be able to interact with the other community members. So if you're not in that and you want to get started with a home care service and you don't really know where to start, that's where you want to start. The virtual business coaching, it's probably the most comprehensive home study course that you can find online for getting started starting a home care service. So we talk about continued education for your caregivers, creating a specialty program, marketing, building a referral network. It's a lot going on in that course, and I really hope you guys are taking advantage of it. It's only a payment. It's only a small payment of $197. You can get lifetime access to the and the thing about it, the conversation is moving forward. So you're getting in 460 students later. So if you just average each person had at least one question, that's at least 460 questions that's been answered based on the things that you're going to run across in starting a home care service, from marketing, recruitment, dealing with clients, the different resources you're going to need, tools, apps, programs, payroll, software. Everything that you're going to need basically is on the virtual business coaching. And I think most people, that's all they need. So most people, that's all they need. It's all they ever needed. They never needed any coaching beyond that. They got the virtual business coaching. Then it comes with all the documents you need. It comes with the business in the box, and then with scripts, sales letters, referral letters that you write to different you write to different referral sources, sales letters for businesses, sales letters for discharge planners, stuff like that, referral letters, follow-up letters with clients that did buy services, follow-up letters to people that you do hire, follow-up letters with the people you didn't hire, follow-up letters to clients that the leads that didn't close. So we have a lot of great information there, and it's so much. I just can't explain everything, like tell you everything that's in there. But We do go in great detail on the website to show you what's in there, but I really feel like it's a lot of beginners out there that want to get into this industry. This wide open. It's literally wide open for you to just jump in the game, you know, in 6 months have 2 to 3 clients. It's not unrealistic at all, where you could be making, you know, at least, I mean, on a part-time client, you should be making about $1,000 to $1,500 a month profit, and with a full-time client, twice that, you know. And then if you get some a live-in or two, you know, 4 or 5 clients, you should be making net. You know, if you can keep your expenses down, you should be netting close to $3,500 to $4,000 a month. That's all 4 clients. If you're, you know, if you're smart with your marketing, you're smart with your overhead, you're not doing more than what you can afford. You're doing, you know, you're doing some of the shoestring budget strategies that we're teaching. Like 4 or 5 clients, you know, in the next 6 months with, you know, part-time, like 2 part-time, 2 full-time clients, like I'm saying, like 20 hours a week, and then like a 40-hour a week, couple 40-hour a week, and then like a live-in 1 or 2. I mean, that's man, that's almost $5,000 a month profit after you pay your caregiver. So, I mean, like, this is what we're teaching, and this is what people are doing all over the country with, you know, just getting started. And it's like, it's the thing about it is, there's so many seniors out here. There's so many opportunities to help, and I mean, these opportunities are right in your community. It's not like that you have to really get online and scour the internet. Like, these people are in your church, they're in your grandparents' networks, they're in the family networks, the people that you already know. So it's like, it's an opportunity there for you guys to really take advantage of. And I hope you guys are, even if you guys aren't using our programs, using us as inspiration to understand, like, hey, you can start this stuff, you know, you can get started in this business for, you know, virtually, you know, less than what, $1,000 in some instances, and be up and running. So, and you could add, you know, another, you know, 30 or 40,000 K to your yearly income if you're strategic and you're consistent. So I don't see why, like, if you're here on this page, that means you had some interest in doing it, and I don't see like there would be any excuse at this point for you not to be doing it. So we got some of our local friends here who are doing their weekend activities. So, but yeah, that's it. There's no excuse. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to go ahead and shoot them. Came down here this afternoon after Krav. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Krav Maga. It's a fitness, self-defense training that I've been taking for a while, and trying to lose 30 pounds actually. So privacy policy. What is the PIPEDA privacy policy? You have to basically, you want to, when you're setting up your policy and procedures manual, you have to pretty much have your policies set up to where, as though, you know, certain, you know, privacy protocols are being adhered to. Basically, you know, for HIPAA and just people's privacy, clients' privacy, the patient's privacy more than anything. So, yeah. So it's not that complicated. It's just, you know, having the proper procedures in place, the documentations stored properly, not only in the physical film, but in the physical, but also not only in the physical, in the cabinets, in the lock room, in the lock office, but also secure drives on your computer and stuff like that. So just everything is secured and responsibly stored. Yeah, Jessica, it's very peaceful out here. So what I came out here to do today, we did about three Q&As last week, which was pretty good for me to just, get away for an hour. For 3 days out the week. I tried to do 5, wish I could have did more, but I only got 3 done. The last Thursday and Friday, I think, I did up to like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday, I got swamped, so I couldn't get away. So now I just came down here to the water. So what I'm about to do is, after I jump off the phone with you guys, I'm gonna jump on this training. I just got some training from my mentor. It's about an hour long, about starting and doing podcasts. I really need to. It's a couple things, a couple goals I have for 2019 that I'm trying to prepare for now. Definitely a seminar series, a seminar series that we're going to do in multiple states, but then also we're going to do some podcasting, hopefully. But I know my content is, limited. No matter what I can do, it's always a limitation to what I can do. So I want to bring other experts in, and kind of, have some great discussions with, other experts in the industry or service providers to the industry, like payroll, software, marketing experts, different things like that, accountants, people who are familiar with the industry. So yeah, she says, the privacy policy, office staff, everyone has to sign, off on some type of privacy and confidentiality form. So everyone that's in my organization is under privacy clauses. So she says, hey, Nurse Tam, what's going on? Yeah, it's nice out here. So I'm about to get into that after we jump off this call with you guys. So if you guys have any questions here, I'm here. I mean, I'm not in a rush, but once I do get off of here, I'm going to either sit here, this is my little dusty bike, or sit over there somewhere. Usually like to jump in one of those seats, but if I jump in the seats too early, I'll kind of doze off. So I'll try to sit up on these hard benches and listen to my training on, building high-level podcasts. So that's it. So LaShawna, are you in the virtual business coaching? Jessica, are you in the virtual business coaching? Nurse Tam, are you in the virtual business coaching? Talk to me. Who's in the virtual business coaching? And if not, why not? Oh yeah. So yeah, jump on. LaShawna says she's not in there yet. Go ahead and check it out. Go ahead to the website AlanChaney.com and check out the virtual business coaching. I mean, I can't say enough about it. We got a lot of testimony about it. Other students are doing it. So I wanted to make sure you guys are aware. So business credit, Nurse Tam, jump on the virtual business coaching. She asked about business credit. There you go. We cover business credit, how to get established, separating yourself from your business, as far as like setting up your own. So like your company is an entity in itself. So you can set up credit, a report, and rating for your company outside of your own personal, credit. So like your I don't know why I'm following these little girls. It just look like they're having fun, but yeah, you can set up your own business credit line of credit for your company, opposed to your personal credit. So Nurse Tan says she's gonna go ahead and do the done for you. Awesome. So yeah, we just kind of like did a done for you overhaul So we have everything really like planned out and scheduled out for you now. So once you jump in, it's gonna be real intense and real comprehensive. So yeah, we're ready. So and yeah, we do discuss business credit and the virtual business coaching, and that does come with the done for you. So you'll get access to all the information. So absolutely. Man, it is beautiful today. It's not sunny, but it's still lovely. And the water is super high. Like usually I can sit on the edge of here. Nurse Tam, you can definitely give us a call, and we can work out a payment plan. And I'm gonna tell you guys too, like this. I'm just a regular dude, man, and I understand. Like I'm not trying to fake and pretend like I'm some, snooty, whatever people may think about, people who try to pretend like they what such and such on the internet. Like I just keep it real. I'm just a regular person. You call me and you let me know that you need some help, and your finances aren't where they need to be, but you still want to take some steps. We can work with you. Like I'm gonna work with you. You know what I mean? I can tell a hustle, so you're not gonna hustle me. But if I can, if there's some sincerity and some real, commitment on your behalf, I'm gonna work with you. So let me set the record that your financial situation from working with me will not hold you back. So whatever your financial situation is, if you want zero, call me. We can work something out. I can help you get started. Whatever the situation is, if you see a program on our site, you want it, you can only pay a half of it, or you can pay a quarter of it. Whatever it is, just call me. Let me know. Talk to me. I'm just a regular dude. We can rap. We'll get you in a program. We'll help you out. We'll get something for you to get started. And that's what we're here for. And I think I don't make that clear enough all the time. But when the people do call, we do let them know that we are here to work with you. You know what I mean? Because I started out making, when I first got in this business, I was only making $10 an hour working as something like a ground. I wasn't a groundsman, but something like weird dumb name they gave me at the hotel. And I was only making 10. I was just putting tables up for events, taking tables down when events over, then sweeping and mopping. And nobody gave me nothing. So, and I needed help. But it was nobody on the internet. It was nobody at like the local events they were like, okay, give us $15,000 and we'll show you how to start a home care service. And I was like, dude, I'm only making $10 an hour. Like, so, you had to figure it out from there. So we had to wait till income tax season, you know what I mean? Risk our whole income tax, like risk it, because you don't know if this shit gonna work when you first get started. So we risk our whole income tax, and then because of that, we couldn't buy no new car, we couldn't get no new furniture like most people do. Get a bigger screen TV, We went in on the home care service, and now it paid off. But I'm saying that to say that wherever you're at financially, wherever you're at, even mentally, we can help you, kind of break through. Because a lot of people may have the money and the resources, but the mindset not there. They still stuck in this employee mindset or poverty mindset that, complaining all the time, waiting for some type of handout, or got some type of entitlement issues, think somebody owe you something. There's a lot of that shit out there, man. I'm gonna tell you, the people with the most entitlement are on welfare. Like, if you feel like for you to take welfare and not need it, or be in a situation where you got a sound mind, a healthy body, you don't need welfare. You don't qualify in my mind. You got entitlement issues. You think somebody owe you something. That's a little political, but I feel like it's a lot of people out there that who have what it takes. But it's a simple thing. It's just shifting your mindset and thinking different about the world around you and the opportunities that are there. Just kind of thinking about it. Yeah, they was coming for me with 15K. That was Century 21. They still doing it like that. And I mean, their market is not me. It wasn't me. Back then they weren't looking for, you know, lower working class black men to start home care services. They were looking at, upper middle class, families who can afford 15K to, where they're like, okay, it's a decision between going franchise or buying a program from them. And they figured if they make it 15,000, most franchises, home care franchises at the time were like 20 and up. So you're still getting a cheaper price if you don't go franchise. And then you got more freedom if you don't go franchise. But they were still giving you the business. So and not having anything to do with like your royalties, no ownership. They weren't like owning any part of your business like a franchise would, but they would just teach you how to get started. So ever since then, like that's when we just started out as CNA to CEO with my ex, and now I'm doing my own thing. But it all stemmed from, poor people. I don't like to use the word poor because poor is more of a mind state, but like broke people who don't have money but who got ambition. We wanted to give you guys the information, and I'm not saying anybody on here is poor or broke, but the people who do come to our site, do understand and levitate or gravitate towards our story are from that, those humble beginnings. So, and that's what we want to continue to give back, and in a way that's reasonable. I don't want to be out of reach to anybody. We had a $10,000 program. I turned it to a $2,500 program. And we didn't take one thing. The only thing we don't do now is do your website for you. That's it. But, and we were making a lot of money off that. But I just felt like, when we do it like that, that's $10,000 that they could, or $8,000 or $7,500 that they could have been putting in their company to get started and be, well on their way, opposed to putting it in my pocket when I didn't necessarily need it from them. My market was, my home care service take care of my mortgage, my lifestyle. So I don't really need to get it from people off the internet, but we do want to be able to, be inspired to do it and be able to do it, like travel and meet people and, take time out, to help people, but we don't want to make it so astronomical and expensive that nobody can afford it. So we started at home. Yeah, Nurse Tan, as did we start at home, a home office. Yeah, we had a home office. The state of Maryland allowed us to have a home office, and we had a virtual office where we conducted our business. So through the state, based on what the state's requirements were, we were allowed to have a home office. But when we met people like in the public and did our marketing, we had a virtual address. But then we still had a conference room that we used there we used to do group interviews. And clients very seldom want to come to the office. We always go to them. So they never really said, hey, can we come and meet you? So, but we did have clients that did come to the virtual office and drop off checks. And they thought we had an office in the building because when they were greeted, they would mention our company. So they go up to the front desk and they'll be like, oh yeah, we're here for such and such. Oh, and they'll just say they're not available. They'll, see if we're available. We won't be available. And they'll leave the check there. And then we'll call them back or schedule a meeting like that. But so they did. It was an actual location where they can come to, drop off mail, send mail, and even actually visit, because there was a receptionist. But we didn't have an actual office there. We just paid $99 a month for the address, the reception service, and mail sorting, and it was like a lockbox, like a P.O. box lockbox they had in the office. So, and I mean, we did that for years. It wasn't until we wanted to like really, get a staff and have like people really, coming to work on a full schedule, and the files were getting kind of big. Like we started getting a lot of documents and a lot of files, a lot of caregivers applications, and a lot of company stuff, like office paperwork. It was just getting overwhelming for the house to have like the office manager come to the house, and all the caregivers start coming to this. Like, oh man, we got to get an office. You know what I mean? And then when you get caregivers, man, and I'm gonna tell you, this is one thing that you don't want to happen when you do got a home office. Is like caregivers. I'm gonna tell you, if you in this business for some years, you gonna fall out with some caregivers, and y'all gonna have some, fussing. And one thing you don't want is a caregiver coming to your house fussing. And we done had that multiple times. We done had to let them go, or something wasn't, they thought they should have been getting paid or something, and they didn't, clocked in late or did something sneaky, and, you dock they pay. Now you arguing with them at your house. That's not comfortable, especially if you got kids and stuff like that. So, we've been through all that. So, I mean, even worse than that, more drama than that. There's more drama than I'm going to share on Facebook with these caregivers. But, yeah, it gets real. From them stealing from clients. We had to activate our bond. One caregiver stole so much stuff from client jewelry, debit cards, and like it was like a whole investigation. Like they caught her on different cameras in the city, using the credit card. It was a hot ghetto mess. The TB shots, we have the caregivers go to their own doctors. We had the caregivers just go get a physical on their own. Yeah. And they just got to bring their paperwork. We don't have like a place for them. I don't even know a company that do just TB shot. They might have like some mobile phlebotomy or something. They could probably do it, but yeah, we had to, if they want to, when they're, they got to have their physicals and all that stuff and their up-to-date paperwork when they, when they come apply. Yep. So we run a background check once we're like at the last phase. Like once they're like, okay, everything is looking good, we'll go ahead and pay for the background check. Some of my coaching clients make them pay. We don't have to do that. I mean, early on, I wouldn't mind suggesting that you pay for it. I mean, that you have them pay for it. But we do it. We pay for it in-house. Before we send them to a client's house, for sure. You can't send a person to a client's house that you didn't do the background check. And sometimes they try to come with their background check in hand, but you want to make sure. You can put anything. You can doctor up anything on the internet and print it out and bring it to the office. So we don't take that. You got to run your own thing from your own company. And IntelliCorp is who we'd like to work with. You shouldn't be paying no more than $30 for a background check, and as less as $20 in some cases. But one of my coaching clients here in Maryland, he makes them bring in a $20 money order when they come apply. He says bring a $20 money order with your application, so we can run your background check. Money order or cash, in a money order to his company name. So He puts that in his advertisement to caregivers, and I mean he doesn't have any problem getting caregivers, so it's obviously it's working. So that's it. Sweet Poker Poker, what's going on? Are you in the Sweet Poker Poker? Are you in the virtual business coaching? Nurse Tam, you can go ahead. You can give us a call after 2 if you want. Do our clients sign a non-skilled service agreement? Nah, I mean they signed an agreement, but there's nothing about non-skilled on there. It's just all the services that we offer on there. Yeah, I think I said call after 2, right? Yeah, so call after 2, around 2:30. I know my assistant is in class till 2:30, so she'll be answering the phones about. She's in class till about 2, so I will give her to about 2:30, and then she'll be available. And if we don't, and like I said, if we don't answer your phone, if we for some reason we don't answer the phone, please leave a voicemail, detailed voicemail. You can even mention that you were on here with the chat. I mean with the live, and we'll get back to you. One thing I hate is people who call, don't leave a message, and I hate that. Like, why do you do that? Like, call, like, and then you'll call 3-4 times back to back. Don't leave no message. I'm not answering the phone, especially if it's a number I don't know. Like, this is my personal thing. Obviously, I don't know the numbers called in my business, but then it's like personal phone. Like, how you, for one, you calling my phone number, you ain't logged in, and you call it 3-4 times in a row. And it might be like a cousin or a friend or something just with a new number, but I'm like, man, you gotta leave a message, man, before I call you back, because I don't want nobody to sandbag me on the phone with some dumb, sales pitch or something. You know what I mean? I answer the phone, I can't get off the phone, I gotta be rude and hang up. So instead of that, just leave a voicemail. So when you call any of my numbers, leave a voicemail, leave a detailed voice message. So guess what? When I call you back, I'll be able to help you with what you asked for. Because 9 times out of 10, I don't know what you're calling for. So if you do call with a specific, question, or dang, that's a big old fish, a specific request, I can have it available or handy when I call you back. It makes the process a lot easier. Do you know where I can get the non-driver auto insurance form? From an insurance company. That's where you can get that insurance form from. Insurance company, or the any car insurance company, they have that as well. So who else is on here? Nurse Tam, Sweet Poker, Lashana. Guess that's it. Jessica, she probably left. But yeah, get that virtual business coaching. I'm telling you. Yeah, I need a fishing rod. I got some for sure. I don't know, man. It's like weird. Like it's like my mind is so, and I probably need some help because like I can't relax long enough to fish, and I know it's to be healthy if I do it, like force myself to do it, but like fishing is too slow. Like my mind is like going a million miles an hour. So for me to just wait for fish, just be like, okay, how can I get a lot of fish quick? Oh, I could just go to the fish market. But yeah, fishing is fun. My dad, taught me how to fish. We used to go fishing a lot when I was young. But yeah, I got a fishing pole. I got a couple of them. And you can fish right here. I was actually out here the other day in this older gentleman was telling me about how all the catfish from some storm or some dam, they had to release the dam somewhere up north, and they put a lot of catfish in the bay, and they ended up in this river. This is the Severn River, and this pours out into the Chesapeake Bay, which pours out into the Atlantic Ocean. So he was saying something happened at a dam, and he said we got a whole bunch of catfish, and he said he caught like a big one right here. So that was like motivational for me. Like, you know, that was exciting for me. Like, damn, I should get, you know, because catfish, I mean, they all right. They not like the best fish you can eat. You know, it's, you know, black folks like catfish because it's meaty. You know, fry them, they good, but it's not the best fish. I mean, I don't prefer that every time. But when you fishing for catfish, they fight. You know what I mean? They give you a big fight. So that's the excitement of catching catfish. They'll fight with you. They're aggressive. So if you get them on the line, they're gonna be pulling and, you know, trying to get off. So it's a fun fish to catch. You know, to fish for like that. It makes the fishing exciting. So yeah. Do you purchase any of the training video? Did you purchase any of the CNA training videos for orientation training? So we do all our training through Institute. It's called the Institute of Professional Care Education, and that's where we do all our training, like our continued education, because we only hire CNAs, so they gonna have at least they gonna have the CNA training anyway. But for continued education, we're gonna do we use the Institute of Professional Care Insurance for like specialty stuff like dementia training, Parkinson's, stuff like that. It's called the Institute of Professional Care Education. Institute IPE, Institute of Professional, also IPCED.com. IPCED.com. IPC, Institute of Professional Care ed.com. So yeah. Yes. See, y'all trying to get all the information without going on the virtual coaching. Y'all think I'm gonna just keep doing these lives and y'all can get around having to get the virtual business coaching. When I'm telling you, all this stuff is in there. And we just scratching the surface. Like, I dive deep into this stuff on the virtual coaching. This stuff is just like, you know, just sending you names and stuff like that. But like really making this stuff into a business, you know, setting up a organization, you need the virtual business coaching. Oh, absolutely. Anytime that I recommend you, if I send you somewhere, say that I sent you. Dirt Cheap Signs, ask for the Alan Cheney discount. Access Care, ask for the Alan Cheney discount. Like, I'm connected with all these people. Soon I'm gonna have a Hilton discount. I'm working with the Hilton Hotel, because they struggling anyway, because Airbnb, so they need some help. Yep. Institute of Professional Care Education, ask for the Alan Cheney discount. Yep. So I'm just looking through the questions, make sure I got everything, comments. I don't want to miss nothing, because I'll be getting back and looking once I log off, and I'll be seeing that I'll be missing questions. A couple people said they're gonna purchase. Lashana Cox, she said she's gonna purchase something. I think you got the abbreviations wrong. I think you're talking about the done for you. And somebody else asked for Nurse Tam asking, so how much do I have to get into the done for you before I can get started? So like I said a while ago, a minute ago, like, we gonna help you. You know, we'll figure something out. So we're gonna work with you. So just give us a call. Like I said, if we don't answer the call, leave a message, detailed message of what you're referring to, and we'll be able to help you out, figure something out. Once you make your first payment, you're asking me when you get access to the information. Once you make your first payment, we're gonna get started. We're gonna send you a questionnaire. We're gonna give you the virtual business coaching that the same day you make the purchase, and that's gonna give you the business in the box, all the documentations. We're gonna start working. So it depends on where you at. Some people, everybody's in different places, but you know, the first phase we're gonna work on your just your basic business setup. Make sure you got your LLC, your business plan, your logo, your name. If you don't got a name, then your logo, your LLC, your IEN number, stuff like that. That's like the first stuff we're gonna make sure you got. If you don't have it, we're gonna make sure we're gonna get it with you, help you get it, and then we'll go into the next phase. Oh, assisted living facility. Oh, that's an ALF. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was an AIF. Oh yeah, you have your house already. Oh, so you must be in, so if you need a sprinkler system, you in Baltimore County. Correct? Lashana? Well, you need to go ahead and join so you can get into these assisted living courses. Once you make your payment, you can start taking it, because you got to take the 80-hour class. We offer the 80-hour classes in our program, which is the only program like this in Maryland. So you could start now, because you still got to go through them 80 hours. So PG, are you sure? So like, I would have to check, do you have to have a sprinkler system in PG? You might not have to, based on how many rooms you got, how many rooms you got. How many rooms you got, Lashana, in that property? In PG. Because you might not need a sprinkler system. Unless you already called, and don't let me tell you, I ain't gonna say something against what the fire inspector probably already told you. If you called the fire inspector and they already said you need a sprinkler, then you need a sprinkler. You ain't gonna be like, oh no, Alan Cheney said I don't need no sprinkler, and the fire inspector told you need a sprinkler. So if they said it, then it's official. So I don't know the state of your property. You still ain't posted the amount of rooms, but yeah, you still gonna need the 80-hour assisted living managers course, which is included in our program. So you're going to get that. You can start that on Saturday. So, and you'll be on your way. So by the time you do get your sprinkler system, if you need it, you'll definitely know if you need it once you start the program. You know, you can be working towards it. And we also have resources. So it's people in our class, in our coaching program, who are also getting sprinkler systems. So guess what? They can refer you to somebody who knows how to do sprinkler systems and possibly get you a discounted rate. So that's the luxury of having a network and knowing people and being in the same circles of people who are doing the same thing that you're trying to do. So go ahead and if you got a property, and this is what a lot of people don't understand, like, you can start out with the property that you living in. You know what I mean? Like, so this is what I was explaining at the seminar. Like, if you got a house, like, you can't do it in an apartment, obviously. You got a single family residence that you living in, like, turn it into assisted living. If this is your industry that you're trying to be in, it's a lot easier to turn the one that you're already paying on, that you're already in, into it. So get it licensed, get it licensed, and then, you know, once you move a resident in, you move out. You know what I mean? Not a property paying for itself. You can go rent something else, or go buy another property and do it again, and then now you have two. And then now you have three. You know what I mean? So every time you move, you know, you level up, and then you get a new property, and then you fill it up with residents, and then you move again. and then you tell your friends how to do it, or partner with partner with some people who you trust and you would like to do business with, and show them the game. You know what I mean? And why I like assisted living is because it's like, come on, you gonna give me 6,000 a bed, and I can put 4 beds in here. 6,000 a bed, so that's 6 times 4. And that's a lot of money for a single family resident. And all I gotta do is, give you guys some activities, put a nurse in place. And what we like to do is we like to put a live-in caregiver in there. So we have one live-in, another a part-time, or like a mid-time 6-hour caregiver during the day, and then we have a nurse, and then we got an assistant living manager. So, and you making $24K. You generate, one house could generate $24K with 3 bedrooms, in the right location. What level? Patient for 6K. Any level, all levels. That's the rate. I don't care how healthy you could be, walking and do everything for yourself, but because you in here, it's going, it's starting at 6K based on where you living at, based on where the property is at. So now you got to think about like real estate. You got to learn a little bit about real estate when you're thinking about assisted living, because it's location. It's just like when you buying a property, it's going to cost, the rent going to be, or you renting out a property or leasing a property, the rent going to be more in different areas. Just like this community. So I only look at assisted living as a nice community. So this is the Arnold, Savannah Park, Annapolis area. So you can start at $4,500 and go all the way up to $10,000 a month. I wish I could see it, but you guys can't see them big old houses over there. But one of them houses is an assisted living. I don't think you guys can see. And they $10K a night, a bed. It's $10,000 a bed. So, and it don't matter what level of care you are. It's just because of what the community is. A lot of these families, they already grew up on the water. They want to be close by the water. They grew up in these communities. They still live in these communities, and they want to keep their parents in these communities. And just like these lovely folks sailing in, their parents, they want to keep their parents close by. So we get a property close in this community, and then we put them up in a great, safe environment. And $6K a month is not much to people who can afford it, or just basically people who are prepared for it. See, a lot of times you look at $6,000 a month, like, oh man, that's a lot. But it's not, because if they have a living caregiver, they're already paying close to $5,000 a month on the low end for a live-in. So, and they still have their house bills. They still got to pay electric, water, mortgage. I mean, not mortgage. A lot of them own their house already. Taxes, stuff like that. And you take away them house bills, and the kids they take the house. What happens is usually the kids usually take the house, they rent it out or sell it, and then they just put mom and assisted living in a comfortable community close by them, and then paying $6,000 a month. And a lot of 9 times out of 10, these wealthy families they usually have what they call long-term care insurance. So that's what's paying for most of it. So that's how it works. Hold on. I see you, Tam. Oh, okay. So you said, how much is the profit after paying bills and staff? I mean, each house is going to be ran a little differently based on, the amenities that you offer. So, of course, the majority of your income or your revenue is going towards staffing. That's the most expensive thing. I mean, if your mortgage isn't too crazy. But 6,000 a bed, you got 4 beds, you should be profiting no less than 10K a month if you're smart, if you know what you're doing. So that's 120K a year in profit that you should be bringing in after bills, and that's just off one property. And you should be able to leverage that into multiple properties going forward, over the next 5 to 10 years. It's an amazing investment strategy and an amazing retirement plan. My retirement plan is to actually live in one of my assisted livings. So I just want to die in one of my assisted livings. So I'm like the old grouchy man, but you got to give him the best care, because he own it and he can fire you and he gonna make you, make his breakfast. So that's my little dream, to live in one of my luxurious assisted livings that's paying me to live there, and then I run it. So yeah. What level? How much a profit? So that's my investment strategy and my long-term retirement plan. Because we don't think about that. We don't think about, okay, where am I going to go when I'm 80 or 70? I don't know how old I'm going to be before I start, going crazy. 65, 70, wherever. Where I need to, when my kids is done with me. I done ran off my third wife or something. I don't know. And they just want to put me up. I want to have somewhere to go, my own place to go to. My own property. So, yeah. You got a job. Somebody said, I got a job. I'm a delegated nurse, can do 45-day updates. Need tech training. Like med tech training, you offer all that. So we got med tech training. We offer that as well. But I'll keep you in mind, Nurse Tam, if you for some upcoming opportunities. Because like I said, I'm not just doing mine no more. So I have clients who I'm working with. And another guy just signed up to the coaching. He's in Chevy Chase. He got our coaching, and property he's buying is like $600K in Chevy Chase. He's thinking like he's supposed to. I'm trying to get 10K a bed, but he's in Chevy Chase, Maryland. I don't know if you guys are from this area. Chevy Chase is like Beverly Hills. You know what I mean? So it's like super, super rich community. And so Nurse Tam, I'm mentioning him because he's going to need a nurse. So definitely stay in the network, join the program. And not only do you'll get nurse work, you'll learn the program. And then once you're ready to buy your property, you could do something, or you could partner with other people. So we have students who they just own real estate. They don't have a nursing aspect. You could partner with them, get the assisted living training, partner with them, and then y'all doing a joint venture. So it's a lot of opportunities just by being in this network, and that you can take advantage of. LaShawna Kashi said he can get that. Nurse Tam, are you in Maryland? Yeah, she know about Chevy Chase. Absolutely. Chevy Chase is, that's just it. Bethesda, Chevy Chase, Potomac, all that stuff. Rockville. So, and we already live in these communities, or we already have access to these communities. It's just about acquiring a skill, and becoming an asset, and then having value to add, to different people's situations, and you can make a lot of money. Even as a nurse, with the delegating certification, the delegated nurse certification, and then also the assisted living manager training. You can work with investors, and it's a lot of time nurses don't see that. They don't see that. They can okay, I got this train. I'm already a nurse. You already put the hours and hours and years in to become a delegated nurse. Now you a nurse, and then you get the extra training to get delegated. Now you had an 80-hour training. So don't think about getting a job or becoming a manager or working hours. Think about, okay, how can I partner with some of these assisted livings or some of these investors to start our own assisted livings? I'm gonna bring the medical and the medical expertise, and they could bring the property and the investment, and then we could partner up and do a joint venture. So it's a lot of opportunities like that. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So yeah, definitely think about that and come get this training. In Maryland, I'm gonna just tell you guys, Maryland is the richest state in the country. So that's why we have a lot of opportunity to throw around these kind of numbers. It balances out, believe it or not, because the cost of living is pretty high out here. If you want to live somewhere safe, you're gonna pay for it. But it's a lot of people just with a lot of money, because it's mostly because of the federal government and right in DC, and a lot of private contracts coming out of there. So definitely reach out and think about joining the training just for the opportunities that's in the network. Hi, I'm in New Jersey. This is Wendy, and I'm interested. Can someone reach out to me? Hey, Wendy, we got a phone number, so if you want to give us a call, first check out our website, allenchaney.com, because it's kind of, I'm not sure what you're talking about. So what you're asking about. So we help with home care and assisted living, and we were just talking about assisted living. So maybe that's what you're talking about, you're interested in. But you can definitely visit our website, allenchaney.com, and see what programs that we offer and products that we have. And then, then give us a call. The phone number is on here. Somebody can share the phone number, or it's right on the page. You can see it. Or you can just inbox us here too, and we'll respond as well. Kids first. Somebody said they're interested. Same to you. Same goals. You can reach out to us. Give us a call. Inbox us. Check out the website for home care, coaching, business startup, and also assisted living. So, but this is the thing. If you here for home care, you need the virtual business coaching. I'm just gonna tell you that straight up. If you're here for home care and you want to get started with the home care company, you need to get off the feed, go to allenchaney.com, and look at the virtual home care business coaching. Purchase it, get the business in the box, get access to 460 other students who are already in the program, conversating, helping each other out, owning companies, sharing their best practices, sharing their do's and don'ts, sharing their war stories, sharing their success stories, private Facebook group. So, if you're here for you're here for virtual business coaching, go ahead and if you're here for home care, go ahead and jump on the virtual business coaching, and get started today. You get started today. You're doing home infusions on your own. That's what's up. So, if you want to, incorporate that into your home care service, virtual home care business coaching is what you need. So, time is it? It's 2:18. So if y'all guys do your home care medication management. So as a home care company, so if you're just doing non-medical home care like companion care, you can only do medication reminders. So and then it depends on what state you in. So I can't just keep thinking that I'm just talking to people in Maryland, because some states, they don't have those laws. Like, they don't even care. So like Ohio, some states down south, they don't even have a license requirement for home health care, like for medical. You could do anything pretty much. As long as you're insured and bonded, you can do anything. I mean, not anything, but home health wise, they don't have no license requirement. So I think their licenses started like hospitals. Like you can do almost anything except be a hospital without a license in some states. So, but in Maryland, you do have to have the RSA before you have a med tech and this passing out medication. As a companion service, you just non-medical pain care. You're just doing medication reminders. Yeah, I mean it's a big country, and just states are allowed to come up with their own laws. There's no federal laws for like regulating stuff like that. So each state comes up with their own, but it's changing rapidly. And then now that I'm telling you guys now to like start really setting up your companies and getting licensed now, because when an influx of like it's already happening. We see it like the caregiver shortage. It's more clients than it is caregivers. So it's hard to serve clients with quality care because it's just so many clients and just not enough caregivers. And that's not going to get worse. That's not going to get better. It's going to get worse the closer, the further in time we go. There's going to be more seniors coming into the into the marketplace. So you have to, so the laws are going to start changing. In these states that don't have any laws, or the states that have laws, they're going to get stricter, because there's going to be more issues coming up, more people doing it, more people in the business. So start now, get it now while we can, while it's not so bad, because you don't know what the future holds, because they can always put a moratorium, whereas though they'll stop all licenses. They're not doing any more licenses, so no new companies can get started. So you just never know when this stuff can happen. It happened in D.C. It happened in North Carolina. They just put moratoriums in place where you can't start a new home care service. I think North Carolina's moratorium is up in 2019. So we've been teaching people how to set up companion care services in preparation for the license in 2019. So you can at least start building your network and start, oh, look at that duck. It came from under the water, dude. Man, where was it at? Man, it just came from under the water. That's crazy. Yeah, so you want to start getting it now. Don't wait until too far out. I'm going to put this stuff. If you want to do it, just go ahead and get started now. And the first place to start is getting educated. And you're at the right place for that, because that's what we do. We give you the game, Yeah, she said she's tired of rushing to a 9 a.m. meeting. Yeah. Because you're tired of, working for somebody else. Like, man, I don't even know what that feels like. I've been unemployed for over 10 years. And I don't even see how people, I understand it. Like, mentally, I understand it, but it's been so long since I had a job that, I can't imagine, going back. You know what I mean? Not saying that I won't, if things happen and, everything, nothing is definite. But, I would never say never, because I done said never too many times and end up doing the shit anyway. So I'm not going to say never will I work another job. But I just, from just, going from one lifestyle back to the other, it's scary. So that's why I work like I do. Because so it's a certain level of anxiety that a lot of people don't talk about when you become an entrepreneur and a business owner. Because when you only eat what you kill, it's a whole nother level of urgency. It's a whole nother level of motivation. It's a whole different level of, motivation. You get up in the morning. You don't need no alarm clock. You don't need no wake up call. You don't need nobody pressing you. When you only eat what you kill, when it's on you to pay your bills, when you're okay, if I don't get another client, or if this client leaves, or if this business doesn't work, I'm on the streets. It's a whole nother type of motivation. But it's exciting because, once it starts working and you get out here, you start to see that it's not as hard people may think it is that aren't doing it, but it's still a level of anxiety that you know, and I feel like it's a healthy level of anxiety that just keeps you going, you know, and it keeps you inspired and keeps you fighting. Because I mean, to not have that motivation or that level of fight in you, you become, especially if you're doing something you don't like, you start spiritually dying. Like if you had a job that you hate and you got to go in there every day, like I mean that shit leads to addiction. It leads to, you know, divorce. It just leads to a bad life because if you hate what you do and you got to do that the majority of your day, it's going to it. You got to prepare for it mentally when you wake up. Oh man, I hate this dumbass job. I'm going here and then I do this job. I hate everybody here. I'm just sick of it. And then go home, you got to rest and recover from it. So job isn't just the 8 hours that you're there. It's the job. It's the time that you have to prepare yourself mentally, get ready for it. And then when you got to, you know, recover from it when you get home. So, and I'm not saying that to say everybody hate their job, but I'm just saying for the people who do, and for the people who do usually feel like that about their job, it's because they know they got more potential. They know they got more potential than what they actually, using, and that's, you know, but potential ain't nothing. Potential don't, you know, it don't create no turd, what my mother used to say. So if you can have all the potential in the world, but if you ain't doing nothing with it, it don't mean nothing. So usually start getting frustrated with your job when you know it's time for you to get out there on your own or just to make a change. And I'm gonna tell you like this: the education and the information that you have right now today is maxing out your situation. So you're not getting any further with the information that you have right now. So I know that my situation, my lifestyle, my personal growth, my financial growth is not going any further than what it is today based on the information that I have. So what does that mean? For me to go further, for me to level up, for me to grow financially, for me to grow spiritually, personally, there has to be some new information. So that's why we study, that's why we read, that's why we learn, that's why we take courses, so we can get that new information that can help us elevate to that new level. Because if you could do it now, you would already have done it. So you need more information, more training, more inspiration to get to that next place, because the information that you have has gotten you as far as it's going to get you. So that's why education is so important. But I'm definitely not talking about a college campus, because I took it wasn't nothing spectacular, like some community college business courses. They're just terrible, because you're just reading theory, all this random stuff from professors who never ran a business before. You know, you'll learn more from a lawn service business owner than you'll learn from about business. He just cutting lawns. You learn more from him than you'll learn from a professor in somebody's classroom teaching business who never ran a company. So it's not just education; it's specific education. It's specialized knowledge that you have to acquire from people who've done it, I think. So we're gonna I got about another hour to study, so I'm gonna jump off of here. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot them now, or just shoot us an email inbox here. You can shoot us an inbox on this page, give us a call, text us. If you don't want to call, you can just shoot us a text message if you have a quick question. If you're interested in starting one of our programs, but you want to talk to somebody and get some clarity, give us a call. And like I said, if we don't answer, leave us a voicemail, and we'll be able to help you. So hopefully you guys have a great day, and I'll look to talk back with you guys on Monday on the lunch.